to hit two. I call that confirmed.
And action.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Golson's Gun Gab. Got another good one for you. As you can see here, we have a beautiful rifle. This is my Aero Precision Solus. I bought this as a factory rifle from Aero Precision. Ordered it online, had it shipped to an FFL, and here she sits. Did a few things with it to customize it for myself, but this is my PRS rifle. And we just wanted to do a quick little series, and it's going to be probably 2 or 3 episodes to where we're going to talk about getting into precision rifle shooting. And I think right here, this is where we can talk a little bit about some of the things that you might need to get into the game. So in perfect Golson Gun Gab fashion, we are going to go from the rooter all the way to the tutor, because that's what we do here at Golson's Gun Gab. And we'll start here with the stock. Now, if you look here, you've got a couple different knobs here. Gives you some adjustment here in the length of pull, as well as your cheek riser right here. Right into the eye box of the scope. This will let you move up and down. This will come back and forward so that you can get the perfect length of pull for you. And it's really, really nice. It's adjustable, and I think that's really important. You've got to have that because you got to make a sturdy platform for your shooting. Now, moving up a little bit forward, we do have the vertical grip here, which is really, really nice. I really like that for precision shooting. I really feel like I can get a good grip and a good purchase with these 3 fingers here and just really pull this rifle into your shoulder and make it really nice, get you a comfortable, stable position. The other thing that they've got here is the thumb rest, which I really like too, because once I've gotten into precision shooting, I really like to rest my thumb right up here. And it kind of takes the play out from the left and right whenever you have it over here on the side. So other cool thing about it, with this being the Aero Precision Solus action, it is based off of the Remington 700 footprint. So it does have the Remington 700 safety there as well. So when you've got your finger up here on the thumb rest, you can actually actuate the safety very, very quickly and very nice right off of that thumb rest. So that being said, we'll talk about the trigger a little bit. It's got a Trigger Tech trigger in it. This came stock with the rifle, which is very nice. It is adjustable. You can change it as much as you want. You can get a light pull, you can get a heavy pull, whatever you are accustomed to and whatever makes you shoot better. You can tune it to what you like. Now, we'll kind of do a little bit of ghosting on that here. So I'll just kind of come around this side so that you can see a little bit better. We're going to give it a little bit of pull, 2, 2.5, and it won't pull. That's because I have the safety on. So we're going to try this again. We've got about 2, 2.5, and there was our pull right there, and our break really, really crisp, right in between 2.5 and 3 pounds, which is about where I like it. That's where most of my triggers are. That's where I like to keep them. Next thing we're going to talk about here is the Solus action. So the Solus action is based off the Remington 700 footprint. So if you wanted to change the trigger and go with a different trigger, you can always do that. All you need to do is just get another trigger that is compatible with the Remington 700, and it will work with the Aero Precision Solus. Very, very cool. Now, this action, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Very, very nice, smooth action. I mean, if you hear that, it is just smooth as butter. I just love this thing. With that being said, it does have a 60-degree throw, so your hand does not get up here too close to the scope. So whenever you're manipulating this bolt, it's just nice and easy and smooth. Nothing gets in the way. Very, very cool there. When it comes to the bolt, it is a 3-lug bolt with dual ejectors on it, which is very cool too. So essentially with that, you're never going to have any issues pulling rounds out of this sucker. I mean, it just throws them right out of here. And when you're really getting down to it and you're really throwing rounds down range, and you're trying to be quick with it, which we got to do in precision rifle shooting, it makes it very good for that. Moving a little bit forward here, we're going to go down into the mag. It is an AICS pattern mag. This one is a MDT. I actually purchased this one after I got the rifle. It does come with a Magpul polymer AICS mag, which nothing wrong with that mag. That mag works just fine. But I do like these MDTs, so I went with a couple of these. And these are 10-round mags. I would suggest getting a 12-round, just because most of the stages that you're going to be shooting in PRS are going to be 12-round. So that's one thing that I would change in here. I do have some on order, but don't know if they're going to get here in time for the competition. So we're going to go with these. And if I need to reload at a stage, I'll reload. this chassis, if you can see, it comes with the ARCA rail so that you can put your bipods, you can put your tripods, all the fun stuff that you want to use on it. And it's compatible with all of that. So it's really nice to have that on there. I also went ahead and bought the night vision bridge as well. So if I want to put my thermal up here, I can always do that. That's pretty cool too. Just tosses it in front of the scope, and I can go out and shoot at night, and that's pretty cool. So bipod that I went with was a Harris bipod. We actually had to do a little bit of modifications with the bipod because it did come with the Picatinny rail or the Picatinny attachment. So we had to change it out to the ARCA system, which wasn't too bad. 419 makes some conversion parts. So we were able to convert it and make this ARCA compatible, which I really enjoy. Last but not least, here on the end, we have the Silencer Co. Sith TI, which is a titanium suppressor, extremely light, probably one of the lightest ones that I've ever picked up. It's really awesome, very short, extremely quiet too for what it is. So that's really, really cool. Now, when we get down to the bread and butter of this thing, what I really, really enjoy is this barrel. Aero Precision has done an amazing job to make some very, very accurate barrels. This is the M24 profile, and it is in 6.5 Creedmoor, and it has a 1 in 10 twist. And they make a couple different profiles. I think they make a Sendero as well. So whatever you're accustomed to or whatever you like, whatever you prefer, you can go with either one of those. I went with the M24. I just like that profile. So went with that, and I have not been disappointed at all. This thing is very, very accurate, shoot sub-minute groups, and that's all you really need. As long as you've got a rifle that'll shoot a minute or less, I think you're going to get in the game. So that's kind of what I've got set up here. And we're going to get out and do some shooting with this thing and really see what we can get this rifle to perform and hopefully not embarrass myself in the competition. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of get everybody into the game so that those of you who might be interested in getting into the sport, you kind of have an idea where to start, right? I mean, everybody, there's a starting point for everything. So this is the setup that I have. Obviously, you can change yours up here and there with whatever you like, but I think it's going to get you in there. So we're going to get out, do some shooting with it, and see what we can do. So quit gabbing. Start shooting. Into the Garmin Zero so we can get some chronograph data. We've got to make sure that we're putting the right caliber in and the weight of the projectile, things like that, so that it will tell us exactly what we're looking at here. We are just going to test out some velocities on some of this ammo, kind of see where we're at, and confirm zero. While we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and get some chronograph data. Might as well do two things at one time. So we're going to go ahead and get that out. That way we can plug everything into the ballistic calculator and get the data that we need. So hopefully at the end of January, when we go to the Leopold match, we'll do a little bit more fine tuning when we get down to Navasota, though, just because things will be a little bit different, conditions will be different. So we'll probably need to re-chrono and all that kind of stuff just to make sure everything's good to go. You know, when you're getting in and you're starting to zero in your rifle and you want to check your zero, and you got to make sure everything's set, make sure you're comfortable, get yourself in a really good shooting position. You want to be as stable as possible because you want to make sure that, you know, everything that you're doing here is as accurate as possible, because this is what really counts. Because if you don't zero your rifle properly, even if you get the chronograph speeds and all the data that you need, if you don't have a good zero, you're never going to be able to hit what you want. So we're going to just confirm zero down at 100 yards, make sure that we're good to go, and then we're going to jump up to the top and see what we can do. 2,660. I've already got the zero stop set on this, so in order for us to go down a little bit, I'm going to have to take the zero stop off really quickly. Zero stop off. Nice and straight, nice and tight there.
How's your grouping down there?
Grouping's looking pretty good. So we've got everything plugged into the calculator here, taken in the velocity of the bullets, plugged everything in with all the data that we need here, kind of where we're at with all this, and true up this data and make sure that it is what it says it should be. So let's give it a whirl. I think we're going to start out at 300. And we're at 300, 1.38. So we're going to give that a whirl. So it's always good to invest in one of these bags as well, just for a rear bag rider. These things are really, really essential when it comes to being real precise and getting a good sample platform.
Sprinkled some fairy dust on there.
There we go.
Smaller target. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my stones. Let's go to 400.
Call that confirmed.
Let's go to 500. Okay, let's go for a smaller target. Alright, that's another hit too. I can call that as well. Alright, let's go to 6. Beautiful. Right over his back. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. All right, walked it out to 6, so we were able to get some good data there. So that's a real good starting point. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Love to get this content out to you.